Hi friends, welcome to the kitchen. Here is the second part of the vegan breakfast, fully plant-based. The first part covered chia seed pudding, pressure cooked oats, and protein waffles. Today we are going to be talking about oatmeal choco bites, as well as banana and ice cream or pudding, and the classics of soluble fiber, stovetop oatmeal. And of course, every recipe is going to have a shopping list and the nutrition facts to make your shopping life easier, as well as to keep you track your micros and macros if you want to be on some nutrition targets. Let's start with the oat choco bites, and you can think about them as granola brownie bites or as a standalone meal.
I'll start with vegan chocolate. Depending on your preference, you can choose between milk and dark chocolate options. I'll chop up about 30 grams of it into not too big and not too small pieces. Using 2 ripe enough bananas as a binder, I'm peeling them and adding them into the bowl, and you can mash them with a fork. Add 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. It's rather high in iron and it's one of my favorite drinks to boost the iron consumption. 1 teaspoon maple syrup, chocolate in, and mix everything together. You can start adding oats, 180 grams or 2 cups. Add them little by little until the mixture stops sticking to your hands. Doing a taste test and adding 1 teaspoon more of the maple syrup and a touch of salt. Preheat the oven at 180 degrees. I'm going to use a baking dish and a baking tray together. Line your surface with parchment paper or silicone mat and start laying down the batter. The size of a piece here is about a half of a tablespoon, and I'm going to make a second batch with pieces of about 1/4 of a tablespoon. Into the oven, bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until slightly crispy on the outside. The smaller the bites, the faster they will cook and the crispier they will become. The more spaced out the layout is, the better it is for the cooking process as well. Sending the tray into the oven, using the top shelf to achieve a better crisp without drying out the inside. The first batch is ready in about 20 minutes and it's going to be rather soft on the inside given the size of those bites. But most importantly, look at this nice lava-like chocolate chips. Those are the smaller pieces, and on the other hand they're crispier and denser as well. You can even have them as granola or have them as a breakfast meal prep. If you wish, add some nuts and berries and you gotta give it a try.
I have some bananas frozen in the freezer almost at all times for occasions like this, when I do want to make some ice cream. This time around I got my bananas frozen for about 2 hours. This is why the consistency is a little bit more liquid than creamy. However, if you put your bananas in the freezer for about 8 hours, 6 hours, they're going to make a really nice cream.
I have put 2 ripe but not overripe bananas into the freezer for about 2 hours. I'm going to add some PB Fit protein powder for some additional protein, and you'll need a blender or a food processor to mix it all together. I'm breaking down the bananas and adding some peanut butter protein. This one is sweetened and this is how it looks. I'm adding a splash of plant milk and blend it all together. If you're going to make them from a bananas that's been in the freezer for about 6 to 8 hours, the consistency is going to be thicker. For now, I just sent them in the freezer for about 30 minutes. I'm adding some toasted almonds and coconut flakes as a topping, and this is an A for amazing.
If you've never tried oats, it may take a couple of tries for you to like them or to get the taste for them. So do play around with toppings. This is my first tip for anyone who says they don't like oats.
Half a cup of whole rolled oats, 100 milliliters of water, 150 milliliters of soy milk unsweetened. Optionally, you can add some peanut protein powder. I used 1/4 cup, and then bring it to a gentle simmer, stirring occasionally so the oats do not burn. In about 10 to 15 minutes, your oats will become creamier and you can add some frozen berries into it. I'm using leftover cherries. And your fast and easy breakfast is almost ready. I love adding fresh berries everywhere for breakfast, and some nuts will go nicely with it. You can add some cinnamon, a touch of chia seeds, and coconut flakes for the toppings. It's really simple, very fast, and I absolutely love it. Give it a try.
These are some of my top favorite recipes, and if you feel like sharing yours, please share them in the comment section down below. I'm very curious to know. And in the meantime, here are some other recipes that I prepared for you. I hope to see you there. Stay safe, enjoy, bye.